Okay, so today we're going to be on the hunt for Swift Sneak. If you don't know what Swift Sneak is, there are certain enchantments in the game that can only go on certain pieces of armor. For instance, Respiration 3, Aqua Affinity on a helmet, Depth Strider, Soul Speed on boots. Well, there was a new one added in Caves and Cliffs to pants called Swift Sneak that allows you to move very quickly while you're crouched. If you look, I move super slowly. But with Swift Sneak, I would be moving pretty much at the speed that I can walk at, which is a huge improvement. It helps with building, it helps with lots of things. I've already scouted out an ancient city that's all the way over there. So I'm going to fly to it, and I will see you there, and I will go over some things there. Okay, so as you can see, I already found this ancient city, and then I didn't go into it because I want to make this video. I pre-marked it, and I dug all the way down to right above the ancient city. This is pretty much how I found it. Ancient cities will always be at, I believe it's negative 55. They will never be underneath an ocean, so you never have to worry about that. They're always going to be pretty much under a mountain, like 99% of the time they're underneath a huge mountain, and they're always at negative 55. So keep that in mind. You could technically strip mine to find an ancient city, but don't do that. It's the worst idea ever. Like, it will take you so long. The chance of you finding it are a needle in a haystack. Find a huge mountain in your world and dig down and try to find it. This is a little risky stair set I made through this cave, but I lit it all up so that way this tutorial would be pretty easy. So if you noticed, I brought a bunch of night vision. I also brought an anvil. It's pretty damaged, but it doesn't matter. I'm doing that so that way I can put Swift Sneak on the pants the second I find it, hopefully. Hopefully I find it. There's not necessarily a guarantee that I find it, but I usually do find it, so. We're going to go down here, and we're going to do our best not to activate the Warden, because he's pretty dangerous. We really don't want to be playing with him. If it does happen, we'll handle it, but I'm going to do my best to make it not happen. You get 3 warnings. On the 4th, you will summon a Warden. There are sensors that can detect your movement. So if we look down here, this is our ancient city. I believe they finally fixed it to where mobs no longer spawn in the ancient city, because for the longest time on Bedrock, they still did, even though they weren't supposed to. So we're going to take this night vision potion. Look at the difference in visibility here. That's huge. So we're going to do our best to land somewhere where there is no sensors. And I'm not seeing a lot of sensors, so we're going to kind of land in here pretty gently. If you land on this wool, you make no noise. We have sensors right there and a shrieker. We have some wool over there that we could get, but we're here for the chests, and the chests only. We got one up there. We're going to play this kind of safe, and we're going to take it slow. There's no rush. You want to go slow while going through ancient cities for sure. And you never want to drop more than a singular block. If I drop this block right here, this sensor will go off. But since I don't see a shrieker, I'm going to do it. Oh, it actually didn't go off. Maybe that was 2 blocks. That probably should have activated that, but we'll take it. So we got shriekers up there, shriekers up there. We got sensors. We got to be very careful. We're going to take it nice and slow. At the top of these are normally chests. I saw one up here, so we're going to check all the chests. We're going to do this whole ancient city. That's the portal over there. Usually the portal chest doesn't have anything that great except for maybe an enchanted golden apple, which is really good, but we're going to take this ladder over here because it's further away from those sensors, and we don't know exactly what's up here. So we're going to come off right here, and we're going to go very slowly. Bringing a hoe is probably a good idea as well. Hoes are how you mine out the skulk. Opening a chest will set off a sensor if it's close by. Unfortunate knockback. We don't really care about that. We will take this, and we will take this. This is if you get multiple of these disc fragments, you can make a special music disc that's only from here. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's nothing too crazy. It's not like a cool music or anything. It's pretty much just lore. So we're going to jump up here because I'm going to get a little creative here, and we're going to use the elytra, and we're going to land right on this wool, which should protect us. Look at all these sensors. That's so many. We're going to take it nice and slow. There are multiple structures in here that hold chests. But you have to be very, very careful. This one looks like a particularly dangerous ancient city. There seems to be quite a lot of sensors and shriekers pretty much everywhere that I look. And it looks pretty huge, to be quite honest. This is one of the biggest ancient cities I've ever seen, honestly. This might be a couple together, because this mountain was gargantuan, so it is actually possible to have multiple ancient cities kind of next to each other, almost making one big one. There we go. We got a chest right here. We do have a sensor right around the corner and a shrieker right there. So we're going to scope this out real quick, and I'm going to show you how we can possibly deal with the situation. If we open this chest, it's going to set off that sensor. But so far, I only see one Shrieker that's within range that would set off the Warden. The sensors don't matter, really, as long as they're not... Alright, so if I break either one of these, it's going to set off the Shriekers anyway. So I think the best bet is just to open the chest and take our one warning here. The warnings do fall off over time. We're going to see what we can do. If I break this, it's 100% going to set off those sensors, which are going to set off the Shrieker, the one that it's above too. So I'm just going to open the chest and take my one warning, I think. We're going to stand up. It actually didn't reach that Shrieker. Oh, look at that. Bang. First try, Swift Sneak 3. That's what we like to see right there. We'll take that, and then we're going to go back to Sneak. We actually got away with that. No, we already got what we came for, but we're going to keep going because that's kind of the whole point. This is fun. It's kind of like a horror game inside Minecraft. There's not many things in Minecraft that freak me out, but the Warden is definitely one of them. He's definitely not to be played with. So we're going to keep looking around and find some more chests. You can also find these skulls. Skeleton skulls just around the ancient city. Usually they're not just out in the open like this. Usually they're at an altar one, but we're gonna take that for sure. We got a skeleton skull. Let's go. Look at all these Shriekers. This is actually a lot. Yeah, this is a particularly dangerous one. I found ones that weren't even really that dangerous at all, but this one seems to have a lot. So we're actually, to make this a lot easier on ourselves, I brought an anvil. We now have the Swift Sneak enchantment, and I don't see any Shriekers or sensors over here. So we're gonna get out of the range of all this, and we're gonna put down that anvil, and we're gonna put on Swift Sneak, and it's gonna make this whole thing easier. And then you'll see why I brought the anvil. Okay, we should be able to stand up right here. Seems pretty safe. We're gonna drop the anvil. We're gonna take off our pants. Yeah, that's right. Take off our pants. We're gonna put this in. Bang. Swift Sneak. So you saw how slow I was just crawling right there. We're gonna leave the anvil here. We don't need it anymore. It did what it was meant for. We're gonna put on another night vision potion, and we're gonna crouch again. Look at it. Look at how much faster this is. This makes Ancient City exploring so much faster. Always bring an anvil with you, because if you do find Swift Sneak, I have 3, but you may not get 3. You could get 2 or 1. But it doesn't matter. Any one of them is going to make this whole process a whole lot less painful. So we got the main portal over there. We're going to kind of try to keep track of where we've been and where we haven't been, even though it's kind of hard because a lot of things look the same in here. Imagine if I didn't have night vision potions. I am still sneaking, by the way. This is just so fast because of Swift Sneak 3. I love this enchantment. I'm so glad they added it. Sneaking is so painful. This makes building everything is easier when you have this. Seriously, such a good enchantment. We're definitely going to be taking this. That's another good thing about ancient cities. Diamonds are like pretty common down here because we're at the bottom of the world. Hence the deep dark name. We're going to keep looking. I mean, so far I've already got what I came for, so everything else on top of this is just extra. So we got a bunch of sensors right here. Make sure you do not touch any of these. You touch the Shrieker or the sensor, you will set them off, and you really don't want to be doing that. Alright, so we're not going to mess around over there. Doesn't seem like there's a chest anywhere. We're looking for some of the main structures. This is one of them. This is where usually the skulls... As I tell you not to step on it. I didn't even see that. But luckily there's no Shrieker close by, so it didn't do anything. You see how easy it can be to screw up here? These structures normally have double chests, see? I believe these are called the altar. What we have to do, more diamonds. Alright, so we have a sensor back there. This chest won't set it off, but I believe that one will. We're going to look around. We're going to see what kind of sensors and Shriekers we have around to see what we can do about it to make sure we don't set anything off. So we have a Shrieker right there. We have a sensor right, 2 sensors over there. So I believe we only have 1 Shrieker, but we have a bunch of sensors. So what I'm going to do is take out this Shrieker. It'll set off the sensors, but with no other Shriekers, we should not get a warning. Yep. So we just removed all the threat from opening the chest up above. So that's easy. You can also, now, if we want these, you can use these for redstone. They're actually really fun for doors and stuff like that. I like to use them. You can do some really cool hidden stuff with these. So we're going to take those and just remove them right out. And I believe That's alright. So we shouldn't be setting off anything because these are so far away from the sensors and stuff. So we're just going to go like this. We'll still touch these by accident, but I'll take it and we'll just we'll mine them later. But that's, you know, deep slate diamond. We will take that. So we're going to go back up here and we're going to open these chests and see what we get. We have one night vision potion wearing off already, so we'll just take another one. Just like that. Alright, what do we got? Swift Sneak 2. We like that. More disc fragments. Some coal, why not? Skulk Catalyst, those can be kind of cool. We'll take some Skulk blocks too because they're cool to build with. If we end up having to ditch them later, we will. Alright, I have both of those. Diamond Horse Armor, sure, why not? Alright, we'll go like this. We will ditch the glass bottle. Enchanted Golden Apple, you love those for sure. Boom, the loot in these places are amazing. If you can find one of these early game and you're confident in your ability not to summon the Warden, I definitely suggest going in and looting them because you can get one of the best starts you could ever have. Like, look at this area. This is extremely dangerous. We got Shrieker, 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 Sensor, Sensor, Sensor. The only way to stop this from going off and not setting off getting a warning is to bring wool. But I've always done these without wool. I'm a little crazy, but if you're nervous, definitely bring some wool. We got a sensor right here, like 8 sensors up there. Jeez, look at all these sensors, man. This is a particularly dangerous one. The question is, are any of these Shriekers close enough for the sensors to reach? I believe they have a range of 8 or 11 blocks. It might be 11. We're gonna play it safe and say 11. Ooh, there's a chest right there. But I mean, it's not even... If we'll take it and get our one risk, but first we're going to try opening these chests and see what's up. First I'm going to look around for Shriekers and make sure that there's no Shriekers in the area that these sensors are going to reach. So far I think we're looking pretty good. Putting out fire, as you can see, does not set them off. We're gonna risk it. We're gonna see. I don't see any Shriekers that could be a problem, but over at this chest, but we will see. Alright, so first one I'm gonna do is this left one. We're good. No Shriekers. Alright, so those are actually out of range. So if we go to that other chest over there, it should be our first warning. Yep, no Shriekers. I love other side, but I already have it, but maybe I'll grab another one. These are Echo Shards. I'm never going to need them, but I'll grab them. Hey, look at that. That's a really good hoe. I don't even have one. I never make a hoe. I never do it. So now we got one. I'll take the other side disc, but we'll probably get rid of it for something else. So we could take our first warning over here and check this chest. If it has an enchanted golden apple in it, then it was worth it. If it doesn't, then it probably wasn't. Because, we have many more places to go in here. So we're going to take our first warning right here. So it's going to get really dark once I open this chest. Not worth it. So we get the darkness effect. And if you notice, it wasn't too bad because we have night vision, but also because it was our first warning. If we get 3 more warnings in the next like 15 minutes, we will summon a warden. And then we're going to have to book it. But for right now, we're pretty good. That was a calculated one that we took. So I'm going to keep looking around. When we find the next chest, I will show you what's up. Okay, so we found another chest. There's a bunch of sensors, but I'm not seeing a Shrieker anywhere. So we should be safe to open this chest. Yeah, it looks like there's just a ton of sensors, but no Shrieker, which is very lucky for us. So we're going to open that. Depth Strider 1, we don't need that. Potions of Regeneration, don't really need that. Curse of Vanishing, but it's a literal god hoe. I think we're gonna take that. I think we're gonna put back we're gonna put this in and we're gonna take that. Why not? Curse of Vanishing isn't that bad. We can deal with Curse of Vanishing. Nothing too big here. We can jump down right here because there's no Shrieker, so it doesn't matter if we set them off. I'm gonna keep looking around, but you see how easy this is with night vision potions? Like normally it's pitch black down here, you gotta put down torches to see, but with potions of night vision, not a problem. And we even got a backup. Whoa, just a little bit of lag here. Whoa, that was a little scary, don't like that. This is a very dangerous one. Like, this ancient city was like, screw that, we're gonna have every sensor and shrieker available to us everywhere. I've had to be very careful. Deep Dark biome seems to go off over there as well. This is a huge ancient city. Like, I've already been in here for about 20 minutes. I've cut it down as much as possible just to show you chest mostly and just give some tips, but a little nervous with all these shriekers and sensors around every corner. So we're gonna go check out the main portal area now. I think we've checked mostly everything. There's been a bunch of chests, but some of them just didn't have anything worthwhile in it. But I did get 2 Swift Sneak 3s, which is definitely very good. Cannot complain. I think that was no, that wasn't the chest that we took the calculated risk in, was it? No, I think that's a different one altogether, but it's like the same problem. Shrieker, 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 sensor, 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 sensor. It's probably not even worth it, to be quite honest. There's really no reason to take too much risk right now. Because, I mean, it would only be our second warning. We have a chest up there. Let me be very careful. Not land on any of these sensors. Wait. Okay, so this is the wool area we landed on. We checked that chest over there. I don't think we ever got this chest up here, so we're going to check it and see if we can get to it without being too risky. So we're going to sneak around the outside here. Just like that. Alright, so we're on wool. Okay. Unbreaking 2. Swift Sneak 2. We will be taking that just because they're hard books to come by. We got even more of the disc fragments. I believe that's enough to make it now. The rest of it is nothing that we need. So we'll leave it. Was there a shrieker? A sensor on top of this? Appears so. Drink another night vision potion. Yeah, so that is the 3rd night vision potion that we've drank here. Which means we've been here for a pretty decent amount of time already. Okay. To get out of this dangerous area, I might put on my elytra and do one of these numbers. Okay. Not too bad. Good execution. Put back on the chest plate just in case anything bad happens. Alright, now we're going to head to the main portal. And we're going to be very careful about it. I believe, yeah, we've checked that. We've checked all the way down there. Yeah, we've pretty much explored most of this. As you can tell, it's really not that bad as long as you're careful. You just can't be making rash decisions and mistakes. So we have a sensor right there. We could have sensors up top, or else I would dig out this wall, but we do have some wool here. I might be able to pull one of these numbers. Seems pretty good because the wool is covering our sound. Alright, now we're gonna... Alright. We are up on top of the portal. Inside here is usually sensors inside some water, so you really don't want to be making noise right here. We're going to go around to the other side. There are redstone components around this portal, and there's a hidden door. But we're going to go look at the chest and see if we can get an enchanted golden apple. Alright, I'm going to... Ninja Warrior. Huh. I don't see the chest that's normally here. This is the front. We were at the front, but I don't see the chest. There's normally a chest right over here that if you open it, opens a secret door. But I don't see a chest here at all. Maybe we just got unlucky. By the way, they're a great source of candles here. We are killing it. No reason to go too crazy. Okay. Where's the sensors? If I wasn't mistaken, there's a sensor like right here. So, oh, the doors are just open. Interesting. This isn't supposed to be just open like this. You're supposed to have to open a chest to get in here, and you got all these weird redstone setups that really don't make much sense. Some of them work, but most of the time they're just straight up broken. Yeah, this is supposed to be hidden, but apparently it's just wide open in here, which is just interesting. They do have sticky pistons usually here that I would collect, but I don't want to risk setting off a Shrieker just for some sticky pistons. I can make them myself. We got lecterns in here and just some of the weirdest redstone ever. Target block, you know, just some strange stuff. I wonder what the lore implications behind this are. But yeah, so that was pretty much the whole Ancient City. Not the most interesting thing to watch, but it was more about getting Swift Sneak in and explaining how to do it safely and get around here. Thanks for watching.